Hey everyone, how's it going? And welcome back to Let's Play Dishonored, the Knife of Dunwall. We're going to be going into the third and final mission in just a moment, as soon as we talk to Billy.
Ruined. They'll rot in Coldridge prison if they don't send him to the flooded district. It's poetic, I suppose. Maybe I was wrong about you, En-Daud. Are you ready to go?
Let's go home.
You could say I'm endowed with an abundance of mercy?
Jessamine Caldwell's hands were all that was holding this city together. With her dead, the city was a fast disintegrating web of guardsmen, overseers, nobles, weepers. Maybe this was the world the outsider was trying to show me all along. For years, I'd held together a shadowy band of ex-mercenaries, street kids, and refugees through discipline and a bit of black magic. On the fringes of a city that ate up innocence and weakness. Maybe today was the end of that small world. I thought of Jessamine Caldwell's hands shuddering as she lost her grip on life. Whatever doom was coming, I deserved it. My people didn't.
So one last mission, but not one last set of favors. Kind of makes that waste of a mechanic, doesn't it? That you only get that for 2 out of the 3 missions. Either way, it gives us less to spend our money on, so we can get the capacity upgrades for sleep darts and just fill up. And trust me, we are going to need as many sleep darts as we can get our grubby little hands on for this mission. It's a pretty damn difficult one. And also, if I can get 1 level in bend time, that's great. If I can get 2, even better, but I can't.
En-Daud, we've been attacked. Overseers are tearing the place apart. Looking for you. They're holding our remaining men, and their leader is in your chambers as we speak. If we take him out and free our men, we can still drive the Overseers back.
I want to know how the bastards found us in the first place.
So there was that reference to street kids and refugees making up his gang. And by and large, that's true, but it's especially true of Billy Lurk here, who was taken in by En-Daud when she murdered a nobleman and became kind of too hot of a commodity for even like the Bottle Street Gang or the Hatters to touch. So we have a bunch of captured assassins from En-Daud's crew, and then we also have Lord Hume. So we have kind of multiple targets here. The main thing is driving off and repelling the attack. I'm going to make a save real quick because this is a hard mission. Okay, good. You didn't come around this corner, so you're going to stop there. But before you even make it to the next, I guess, stack of books you were going to look at... Oh, I hope this doesn't make noise. Enough noise, anyway. Dropping enemies in a corner, dumping them off somewhere. Usually not too problematic. Oh, you're taking up that last guy's spot. Good. Usually it's not too problematic to just dump someone somewhere. But with how densely packed together he heard that a little bit. The guards in this mission are. You really, really have to be careful, especially right there. There are 3 patrolling this room alone, and then up here, there are another 3, including one with a music box.
There isn't any fight left in him.
And if we are going to free the captured assassin, we have to take them all out at once.
They're nothing in a stand-up fight.
which is why we put that point into bend time. Now, this isn't the level 2 version, so it's not going to freeze everyone completely, but for our purposes, we sleep dart those two, and time is so slowed down that we have time to even blink behind him before he's gone into his full alert state that wouldn't allow us to choke him out. It's just his high-level suspicion state at 3 bars. And we spent 2 and got 2. Even got a bone charm to boot. This one is not useful enough for us to bother equipping it. So an important note about the music box overseers, their music box, the hurt box on it is huge. And it can block a lot of projectiles. So you sort of have to aim towards their lower halves, kind of at their feet, which is counterintuitive. Now, as if the first 6 guards in this mission were not enough, we have so many more to go through still. I don't know about this, because I think there's another patrol or 2 in that hallway. So this is a much better spot to do this. So the challenge of this mission, is that there are not that many means around. So you really have to take advantage of the few tricky spaces that you can. Like
Never doubt.
Like this up here. And then the other problem is the volume of guards and how close in proximity they are to one another. These two, are going to be especially hard. You're going in there. I hope the door shuts behind him. Because, okay, that'll kind of break line of sight to the ones inside. Not completely, but well enough that we can come down and choke this one out. And then, I don't know what that one's going to do. I believe he'll come back out into this hallway from, it looks like the other side. And if he does, I have to be prepared to deal with that. Yeah, he's going to do that. So we're going to go up here, which is normally how I would get into this room. There is a guard on the 2nd floor who is luckily not looking at us. So this clears out this hallway. It always seems to be sets of like 3 guards, right? All next to each other. I think there are 4 in this room, including Lord Hume, who you deal with actually pretty early. I'm not going to take a chance of dumping his body on the 2nd floor because I'm pretty sure someone on the 1st floor will hear it and come up to investigate, which will put me in a really tight spot. As long as it's just him patrolling over here, that's fine, because eventually he'll turn around and give me his back. Or he'll do this, which is good too. Gonna make really liberal use of Blink here because I have so many elixirs stocked up. And also because I don't really want to chance walking slowly up behind guards. That was a risk I didn't need to take. Like, ooh. So we heard the body and then barely saw my head when I poked out.
Probably rats into everything.
Luckily, he's dumb as shit and thinks it's rats. This naive rube. Oh no, we don't like that. He'll find the bodies. Was not aware that there was another one who patrols out here. I thought I got all of them. Shit. That was almost terrible, because he would have woken the others up and probably caused an alert. But I think that just leaves me with him and the named target, who's not really... He is the named target of the mission, but it's not like other missions where the goal is simply to neutralize one target. Again, it's to repel the entire attack. So with just 2 bolts and a little bit of sharpshooting, we can deal with that. Hume is dealt with, but we still have captured comrades to deal with. Confident that En-Daud will show himself and will be in our custody shortly. Addressed to Overseer Pike, which is not a name that I think we should be overly familiar with. He's not a major player, but does tell us that he was kind of acting recklessly here. Hume was. He went in ahead of his charge. It's really nice that we get these sleep darts too, so we're back up to 15. We're doing really well in that regard. And now that we're about halfway done with this, we still have a few hard parts coming up, and we're still going to need a bunch of sleep darts, but we're over one of the hardest humps. I am, however, going to save again because we do have another super hard part coming up, and there's a thunderstorm outside, so my power might die. My power did not die, but that first go of it was not too good. It sucked. It sucked bad. So we're going to try a different tact this time. As soon as you turn, we choke you. And I am just going to let him fall. I'm not going to pick him up and then place him somewhere because I think that makes more noise. I have to deal with him. And I was actually really slow getting behind that one that I choked out.
Okay.
But it ended up not mattering.
Watch for your sign.
Get any worse? Never doubted.
I think he just gave me a thumbs up. I appreciate that. Okay. So we have 2 more left to rescue. And then we still have to resolve the thrust of the mission. Oh, and also, we need the attack plan to get a better idea of their strategy. There's usually a guy patrolling up there, but if he's not going to show himself, I'm just going to go ahead and do this. This is such an abusable tactic, but a really necessary one if you don't want a lot of heat.
I'll await your signal.
When possible, it's best, though, to throw out as few sleep darts as possible and just choke the last remaining guard. So I got away with firing just the one off, which means we have so many left for the rest of this mission. I think we'll be using 2 or 3 more right here. Let's see. Oh, can barely get close because there are 2 music box overseers. So we have to back up before we cast bend time here. And then have to hit him. Have to hit him in the leg. And then, can I... Oh, good. He was turned around so the music box didn't block the dart.
I'll watch for your sign.
Bend time makes this mission so much less of a headache. You can just see with how crowded together they tend to be, how much more difficult this mission would be without bend time. You really have to jump through hoops to get them to look away or just separate them in any way. Ah, lots of fish. And I think that brings us back up to 14? Now that we need too many more now. Oh yeah, there's still this apartment building. Oh! One of them looks like he is about to walk away. I just have to make sure he's going to go downstairs. that this other one will stay leaned over the balcony. No. Oh, and he's a music box guard, too. I hope they don't both go down. That would actually make this much harder on me. Okay, good. Good. I don't know where he's going, actually. The one who went downstairs. This one's going to sleep. And just to be extra sure, we'll throw his body in a corner in the opposite building. I'm very nervous about the noise that bodies hitting the floor makes in this mission. It feels like the guards are extra sensitive to sound in this one, from my experience. Now, we still have one more problem to solve. I'm not going to blind blink onto that ledge, because I don't know... Shit. I shouldn't have sprinted. That was reckless. I don't know who would have been watching there, so I'm just going to take the stairway. Who is here? Someone somewhere. You know what I'm considering doing? This. So we have the assault plan, and that's all we really needed. Can we get away with this bullshit?
The overseers here didn't stick to the plan.
Someone must have tipped them off.
I mean, that's kind of an alarm state. They saw enough to know to look around. Yeah, no, they're fully alerted. It's just they're not going to come out very far to look for me. I almost reacquired their attention, though. This should be good, though.
Give the word, sir. What's our next move?
Capture as many as you can. Their plans are ruined.
Let's see what's hiding about.
Give me a report.
We'll take the overseer who led the attack and find out what else he knows. As soon as he's conscious. It seems the overseers are marching into the flooded district, planning a massive assault against us. This overseer Hume went against orders and attacked early. Our men, the ones you freed, were able to rout the remaining zealots. This place belongs to us again.
How did the cursed overseers find us?
It's my fault. I told Delilah where we were hidden. She wanted me to turn on you.
You did this.
But I can't go through with it.
Stupid child. All you had to do was cut his throat.
He deserves better. I was an idiot to listen to you.
So that's your choice then, Dowd. Her betrayal would have been the sweetest. But either way, the Brigmore witches will be your end. You should have forgotten my name the day you heard it.
I think it was always understood between us that I'd see my moment and take your place. I moved too early. You weren't weak, like I thought. I'm only sorry I didn't pick a better ally. Delilah made contact with the overseers. I thought, between the three of us, we'd have you dead to rights.
We can blame the zealots for that. Overseer Hume was too quick to move.
My life is yours now. Kill me, or let me live. If it even matters to you.
Touching and pathetic. If I see either of you again, I'll tear out your stone-cold hearts and walk in your skin.
Of course we're gonna spare Billy Lurk.
I forgive you. Get out of here. Leave the city. Leave my sight, Billy. I give you your life.
So, Delilah's a Brigmore witch. Billy sort of sold us out, but then repented when she realized, because of our low chaos playthrough, that we may be a stand-up guy after
Billy
all.
Lurk was 8, she wanted to be the captain of a ship. From the moment she met you, all she wanted was to be a killer. She watched you, learned from you, and then she saw you losing your grip and decided to take your place. And now, she's limping to the outskirts of the city. She'll pay a smuggler to get past quarantine. She'll watch herself for signs of plague for a while. Gradually, the fear and grief that seep into your bones in Dunwall will dissipate, and she'll find a new name and a new use for her skills. Even if Dunwall burns to the ground, one corner of the Empire will still know your story. Daud, killer of an Empress. Daud, who spared his betrayer's life.
And that leaves us with the second DLC, The Brigmore Witches, which we'll pick up on next time. Thank you all for watching. Take it easy. Have a good one, y'all.